Hi, yeah, my name's Nico, and this is Cooking My Way, and tonight I'm making pasta. It's real easy to do. Here's my Imperia pasta maker. I make mine by hand. I bought this thing from Williams-Sonoma. www.cookingmyway.com is the place to go to find out all the measurements for this recipe here. But what we have is a mound of pasta here, and we're going to put a well inside of it. You see my great little helper here is going to help me build the well. You want it good because you want it to be able to hold your eggs. You don't want them going all over your counter and making a mess. We have people who get really upset about that, so be careful. So you dump your eggs in there. As you can see, we have 3. I'm going to put a pinch of salt in there. Even though we're going to salt the water when we're making this, I just like to put a little bit of salt in there. I also like to put in a couple tablespoons of olive oil sometimes. But we're going to start off by getting these things all nice and scrambled up, these things being the eggs. So what you're going to do is you're going to start scrambling. You're going to start bringing in some of the flour from the inside of your well, and just getting that incorporated into the eggs. And then eventually you're going to have, bringing enough flour that you're going to start seeing that you just no longer need your fork. Pull your fork out and just use your hands to bring it all together, because it's going to be real soft and it's not going to run all over the place on you at this point in time. You'll get a little bit of goopy hands, but that's okay. It's pasta. It's love. You got to get your fingers in there. But you're going to want to mix this together. You're going to knead it for 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is going to give you a nice smooth dough. It's real simple. It's just your normal kneading. Just bring everything together, and then eventually it's going to come into, oh, there it is, a nice smooth dough ball. And sometimes it takes a little bit more than an 80-pound little kid to do that, but you can help out as an adult. Anyways, once you have that done, you're going to put it in some plastic wrap. Put it into a ball, roll it in your plastic wrap. I put mine in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. You can leave it out on your counter just as easily, no big deal. But after you're done, or after it's done resting, we're going to cut it into 4 slices and then put it into some discs. And we're going to start putting it through our pasta maker. If you want it on your widest setting, which is going to be, 6, I think, on mine. And we're just going to start rolling it through once or twice each time. And in between each one, you're going to want to roll your little dial down one more notch to make it thinner and thinner and thinner until you get to the consistency that you want. Now, the little one, she likes thin pasta, so we took it all the way down to level 1 there, and it gets to be a very, very, very thin pasta at that point. That's good at that stage to make ravioli with. Sometimes I like a little bit thicker, or if you're making fettuccine, then you definitely want it thicker than the last one there. But you see it makes that little disc into a pretty nice long sheet of pasta. And when you're cutting this, you're going to want to cut the sheet in half first before you put it through the cutter. You're going to have some really long pasta, and that's just, long pasta is great, but that would be no good. So just move your crank up to the cutting portion of it and just start cutting through. So you just roll it in there. You can pull it out with your hands as soon as it's done. You can hang it on a rack and dry it at that point in time. I putting mine in the pan tonight just to show you. I've got some cornmeal that I'm mixing in with it so it doesn't stick together. The good thing about the cornmeal is it's not going to gum up your water when you're putting it in, you're cooking the pasta. It's just going to fall to the bottom. Flour will ruin it. Anyways, this is some nice salted boiling water. I know it's nice and salted because I actually tasted the water to see what it tastes like. It's the only time you really get to season the pasta other than the sauce that you're going to put on it. So just get your pasta in there, and then you want to start moving that water around so that the pasta doesn't stick and everybody gets happy, brings you back up to a nice boil pretty fast if you get things moving. But it only takes about 5 minutes or so for fresh pasta to cook. If you dried it out for a long time, then it'll take you a little bit longer. But it's pretty simple. Anyways, you just boil it, put it in your favorite sauce or butter and garlic, whatever you have. Here's my favorite ending here with just some red sauce and some cheese. Give this one a try. It's very simple. www.cookingmyway.com, and y'all have fun out there.